Jaden, okay, I got the report card today from your teacher, and how come I see so many C's? Last last year you at least got some B's or B minus. How come this year is almost a C's? What's going on?
Well, first of all, why would you just come in here and start just being so critical and so loud about it? It's literally just a report card. That doesn't mean that I don't understand what I'm doing.
Just report card. What are you talking about? It's about your future. If you're always C, last year you're B and this year C, maybe next year. What are you going to do when you grow up? Jaden.
Well, I could become a farmer. You don't really need that many marks in math or science or any of those things to become a farmer, do you? You don't. And besides, what does it matter what my report card says? That's just the teacher's report on what they think is how well I'm doing. That's not actually how well I'm doing. Did you ever wait to think to see that maybe I could have just been distracted at the time, or maybe I could have just been overwhelmed by emotions at the time? Did you not think that maybe I just didn't want to do the math? You just no. You came in and you thought I just flat out did not understand and did not do the work. And you think because of that, my future is going to be affected so terribly by one report card. And also, if you come in to my room, then start telling me how I got B's last year and then this year I got some C's, then why would you? It doesn't matter how well I get. If I get even like if I got an A plus, then I get a B plus, right? Then you're gonna start yelling at me for getting a B plus if I get an A plus. I think your expectations are way too high, and I also think you're overreacting.
Whew, I can't talk. This mommy for the first round cannot talk anymore. Thank you, Jaden, for the first round. Jaden, so I received your report card from your teacher, and I would like to have a chat with you about approximately maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Do you have time right now?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So here's the thing. I'm seeing you got much more C's this year. And I see that like last year, you've got some of the B's and some minus. I just wonder if there's anything happening or anything that I can help you with.
Not really. I'm doing fine in school. It's just that this year I just wasn't really feeling up to it, and I wasn't really. I know that's not really a good excuse just because I wasn't feeling well, but I just that's just the truth, right? I wasn't feeling very drived. I wasn't very willed to do the work, and I was also very stressed because there was a lot of this just a lot of work, right? And yeah, so that's why I got not as good as last year.
Jaden, do you mind if I repeat some of your words just so I make sure that I understand what you said?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I hear from you was this year you were pretty stressed. I guess that's because of the pandemic and you guys have to stay home and do the online. Was that adding your stress to the previous, like the regular work?
Well, it wasn't really adding to the stress. It was more adding to the just because usually I have my teacher there telling me or asking me or, nicely to do my work and that they will help me. But over virtual, it's like they're not really there physically to help me get through this work. And that is adding to the reason why I'm not being as efficient.
So what I hear was when you were in the school in person, the teacher is always available for you whenever you need them. However, while in the virtual class, sometime when you need them, they're not that accessible. Is that what, did I hear you right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also hear that really affected the effectiveness of your work. Yeah, I see that might be difficult for you this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you believe that's the main reason maybe affected the scorecard whatsoever, right?
Yeah. That is the main reason. Yes.
Yeah. I hear that was the main reason. Is there anything else that you want to share with me?
Oh, yeah. So, you wanted to know if I want some help or not? If I need some help or want some help, then I will ask you for help. Even if you think that I'm struggling like a lot, I might have my reasons. And even if you see me maybe crying and I say I'm fine, what I mean by I'm fine is I don't want you to help me or, be with me at the moment, or, I don't really need you right now. Right. So, yeah.
So what I hear was, if you made it clear that you do not need support from me, especially, then what I hear from you is you would want me to try not to provide help without your consent. Do I get you right, Jaden?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, I hear that you really need the respect or maybe trust trust you that you can deal with your stress or anything, even when I saw you cry or something, you really need me to trust you and respect your space. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear you. I cherish respect and trust as well. On the other hand, also, as your mom, and sometimes I worry about you when I see that you cry or look stressful. I tend to approach to you and ask Jaden, if you need any help, can I help you? And yes, sometimes even after you said I do not need, I would still approach to you. And when I'm thinking about that now, I kind of feel like I kind of understand it would be adding on to your stress. Is it?
Yes. When you can be worried about me, you can be angry at me, you can be so frustrated that you start vomiting. But if you want to communicate with me, you need to learn to not come at me when you're, with all these mixed emotions and, stuff like that. Like, you can be as mad as you want at me, but it's how you deal with it that matters, right?
So what I hear was, you are okay if I am having my own emotions, and you are hoping that I can manage my own emotions. But in the meantime, you really want to make it clear that when you said, I do not need help, then that is what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got that. I really got that. And I want to ask, although that sometimes I did approach to you without your consent, I mean, are you able to see that that's because I care about you? So even when you do not agree my strategy, which is I approach to you without your consent, but still, are you able to see where I was from, that I care about you? Are you able to acknowledge or see that I do it because I care about you?
Yes, I am able to see that.
Oh, thank you so much for acknowledging my care, and that makes me feel much better. I know that sometimes I approach to you without your consent, and after that, we would, I don't know, argue with each other, and I regret as well. So do you trust me that I'm willing to give you this respect and trust? It's just sometimes I'm not capable of doing that. Are you able to? Do you believe that? Do you believe that I'm willing to give you the trust and the respect?
Well, yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you for trust my willingness. It's just sometimes, I guess I do not have this capability to manage my emotions, to deal with my own. But when you said, yes, I believe you're willing, that means a lot to me. Thank you, Jaden. So I think I don't want to take up too much of your time. I think in the end, I just want to ask, in case in the future, when things happen that I really wanted to, to express my care, but I cannot, I do not have the capability to manage my emotions. If we can work on something that could work together for us, to still make sure that you get you're respected and you are trusted, and also to make sure that I can deliver my care to you. So is there any suggestion you want to make that next time what we can do or to make it happen? That
Well, actually, this was a perfect conversation for me. I think you did much better than last time.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jaden, for acknowledge that I'm doing better. I'm learning. As mom, I love you, and I always care about you. So what you just said, your acknowledgement of my improvement, really makes my day, Jaden. Thank you. So I don't know much to say right now. Do you have anything that you want to say to me?
You don't need to thank me. You really don't need to thank me at all. I'm literally just trying to it's just a conversation. You don't need to thank me to this degree.
Okay.
That's all I changed. Just don't thank me. I really don't care if you thank me or not.
Yeah. I hear my appreciation does not change a lot, right?
Yeah, it really change much for me.
Yeah. It's just from my angle, my own direction. All right. Okay. So shall we stop here, Jaden?
Yeah, sure.
Now, as Julia, I really want to thank you, Jaden, for this conversation, for your time spent here. And we have so many, like almost 160 parents are listening to our conversation, and I hope our conversation will inspire them to have some meaningful and to have some constructive communication with their children. So that's my appreciation to you. Is there anything you want to say to our audience here, to parents here, for them to understand more about their children?
Yeah. This is just my opinion, but I think that kids, especially kids like me, who have a different sort of mind and brain, are more rebellious, and if you try to approach them with violence and like yelling, then they will tend to absolutely forget about what you said, because they will just, it's like something in their brain is telling them, oh, you're yelling at me to get stuff in my brain, hang on a second, let me just go kick it back out, right? But then if you come with like a peaceful, safe, nice, cozy tone, it's like you're bringing candy for the kid's brain, and it's like a bribe for them to listen, right? And don't hit your kid. That's
yeah. Are you complete?
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much. Please relay my appreciation to your parents as well, for them to allow you to join